digital dash. He used to run with a. He used to. Now he a good boy. Used to be flashback, digital dash. Go on a run if it's. If they try. In the streets.
An aerial view of the many buildings making up the skyline of beautiful Houston, Texas. Our broadcast setting tonight. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, and thanks for joining us on this fine Thursday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is fearless on the court and with a sense of fashion. Growing up around Los Angeles, he said, I felt like every day was the first day of school. That's how it was the minute I woke up. And guys, he's starting to release his own lines of clothing and accessories. I have a couple in my closet. Back to you.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. These guys have known each other, Clark, for a long time. There should be very few surprises tonight.
I agree with you, Kevin. Two veteran teams here, and that means that execution becomes the driving force in success.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. And for the Rockets, Tucker and Capella are up front. Harden and Gordon are out on the wing. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Tip-off goes to Houston. Now, here is Harden. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Kuzma passes to Green. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Green's got the first points up on the board here for the Lakers.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Harden draws the double, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Gordon against LeBron. Passes it to Tucker. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Harden. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
He gets it in there.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston.
You look at the Lakers desperate to surround LeBron with talent to win now. They have improved, but is it enough to go deep in the West?
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And the Lakers, for decades, Clark, a magnet for superstar free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, in recent years, more of a mixed bag in that regard. Whether it's the turmoil in the Lakers organization, I think that's part of it, or the prospect of playing in LeBron's shadow. A number of elite players have elected to go elsewhere thus far.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Capella dishes to Westbrook. Drills the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 5.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
And Davis puts it in.
lights out here right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Westbrook drive.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket. Boy, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
And stolen by Kuzma. Outside, Green. James has a two-pointer. Rondo kicks to Green. Shoots the three. Hits the three-point bomb. 5 points in the game.
They are on fire, just in a great groove here early on.
You know, guys, in his rookie season, Kyle Kuzma shot over 36% from long range. Last season, that number was at 30%. Interesting to see which way that goes going forward.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Green. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Clark, at the University of Utah over 3 seasons, Kuzma never shot better than 32% from long distance.
Yeah, you know, some reasonably doubt whether his rookie season mark will be sustainable, but he's got the confidence level offensively and work ethic. I'd bet on him to get those percentages back up for sure.
And the Lakers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Now here's Gordon. He kicks it to Westbrook. Puts one up from 19. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Harden inside the three-point line, and that one hits back iron.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Now here's Cousins. Harden missing his last shot. Here's Davis. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Rockets trailed by 5. Outside Westbrook over Rondo, and it's Westbrook missing. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. For the Rockets, Daniel House is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Green comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. The Lakers also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis. Troy Daniels comes in for LeBron. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. The pass to Green. There's the triple. Another miss by Houston. Lakers leading by 5. It's stolen by Green. One-on-one here. Here's Rivers. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Bradley's checked in, and he can't hit the second. Lakers have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Good work defensively by Harden.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Green finds Harden. 4 seconds left. Can't hit that one. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Lakers lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing.
This time isn't going to last long. We have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Cook. Bradley is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard. Here's Harden. Here's Capella. That shot off the mark. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Lakers leading by 6. Here's Bradley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Mark, who are a few under-the-radar guys who really get it done scoring the ball at that forward position?
Well, I tell you what, a couple of names that come to mind. Bojan Bogdanovic,
yes.
Outstanding scorer. Gallinari, and then John Collins, and the young fellow down in Atlanta. Those 3 guys are all a little bit undervalued as scorers.
And he makes that one. Harden's got his second bucket.
And, you know, even if you contest the shot, there's no guarantee you're stopping Harden. I mean, he's locked in on scoring, and he's one of the very best in the league.
Wasted no time on that one. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Rivers. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by McGee. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Cook. Lays it up off the glass. Cook's got his first points in this one.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Clint Capella.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. And he sinks the second.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Out to the right wing. Here's Kuzma. Doesn't go for him. And the Rockets take it the other way.
Well, you know, guys, with the style of offense the Rockets play, they hear some criticism. They look for fouls, they want to draw fouls, and they shoot a ton of threes. No matter what the game situation is, they're jacking up threes. It does polarize some fans and purists who follow the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And Houston calls their first timeout of the game. And with the Rockets, they've heard plenty about how they look for fouls.
And that's a big part of how they attack. I mean, they want to draw fouls, want to get to that foul line. They make no bones about it. But because of the pace of play being as slow as it was for them, they were third in that category. They also were third in free throws made.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Capella. Gordon comes in for Gerald Green. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. Green draws the double. Kuzma, right side. Latrey. Hacks in there. Davis with the assist. And it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Davis against Westbrook. Here's the teardrop. Davis with some nice D.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Green. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Guys, we can attribute that to all hustle from the Flint, Michigan native there, Kyle Kuzma. Excellent activity leading to that offensive board.
One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's not a ball stopper. When he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
I would not disagree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for a shot. He hunts his shot aggressively, and he's very efficient. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles, but one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hands.
Rockets trail by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Basket good.
Boy, LeBron's so strong, so athletic, so smart. I mean, a bunch of his points come when he's driving full speed downhill, and he's impossible to stop.
Here's Westbrook. They get it back. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
It's Rivers on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And it's 6 points for Austin Rivers.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Cousins comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Danny Green. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Gordon with no one around. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. In the corner, it's James. Outside for Rondo. Over Rivers. Rondo, no good. Inside, and it's the Rockets on the break. Yep, that one goes. Westbrook's got 13.
Well, I love Eric Gordon as a combo guard. He's a multi-talented player who can play either guard position.
And there's another turnover by the Lakers.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Here's Harden. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pump.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Lakers on top, up by 10. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. Their play in the second quarter was inspired as they turned what had been a tight contest into a 10-point ball game by the time we reached halftime. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Tucker and Capella are up front, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. James outside. Pass to Green. Three-pointer. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his third assist on the night. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight.
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Capella controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
And here's Green outside, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his third foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis, and Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And so it's Houston with it. They trail by 18. To the left wing, here's Tucker. No good with the triple. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And looking back, an underrated part of the DeRozan-Kawhi trade, the Raptors also getting Danny Green. Green, one of the better 3-and-D wings in the league, way more than a throw-in.
No good on that one. And you look at Danny Green's play at both ends. Hard to believe the Spurs gave him up.
I mean, over 40% from long range, locked down defensively. Not a lot of flash, but plenty of substance to his game.
Rockets trailed by 19. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
LA's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Outside, Green, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope comes in for Green. Count that one. And the Lakers lead by 19.
Very tough hoop there from McGee. Even though he's in tight, guys, it takes a lot of focus to convert over that kind of defense.
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That is his first foul of the game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Harden. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Bradley's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Rockets trailed by 17. Outside Westbrook. And Tucker has it in the corner. No good on the 3.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped. And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
Daniel House is checked in for Houston. Austin Rivers comes in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Los Angeles, Anthony Davis comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Troy Daniels in for Quinn Cook. To the middle, here's House. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Davis.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Now here's Rivers. He's covered by Daniels. And the rejection by Cousins.
You just can't get those kinds of shots past Cousins. When he's in the area, he's really good at getting a hand on the ball.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Los Angeles leading by 18. Swiped it away. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Three-pointer, Daniels. The rebound by Harden. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. Here's Gordon. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end, outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
Harden, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Launches a three. A rebound by the Lakers. They led the game at one point by 20. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. A three from Bradley. But they recover it. Davis, the pass to Bradley. A three ball. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Gordon. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Six seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 1 second left. And that one released in time, but no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Lakers lead by 14. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's Cousins in at the 5 roaming the paint. Rockets trailed by 16. And here's Harden. And Davis sends it back. And he gets it back. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And the dunk by LeBron.
You got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. Back to Rivers. It's stolen by Rondo. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. And Cousins throws it down.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Well, it's no secret that the Rockets are looking to take threes as often as possible. Over 45 a game last year.
Well, you think about the Rockets, and clearly they're the forerunners of the analytics application and how they play. Well over half their shots last season from three-point range broke their own record last year in three-point attempts.
Russell Westbrook in for the Rockets. And the Lakers also making a change. Kuzma's checked in.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Los Angeles leading by 18 to the left side wing. The three. They get the rebound, and Cousins gets it to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. And once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Outside Green from outside the arc with the putback, and Kuzma stays with it. And the Lakers lead by 20.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The three from Harden. It's good from long range.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
And, you know, you come to expect this type of play from LeBron. I mean, he's relentless when he's in attack mode.
In the corner, it's Gordon. The three. Good D by LeBron. Los Angeles leading by 19. The drive by Green. The shot, no good. Good D by Harden. In the corner, it's Gordon. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Timeout.
Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight. Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge. A gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's LeBron with the drive and finished off by LeBron.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Harden has a wide open look. That three off the mark. LA's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's James. Gets an open look and hits. James has got 14 points here in the second half.
Analytics says that you should ignore the mid-range jumper. No, not with LeBron. With him shooting, I'll bank on any shot he takes.
Westbrook finds Harden. Oh, good on the triple. Lakers leading by 20.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Houston making a switch here. Frazier's checked in.
Well, you know, last season for the Rockets, not as strong as the season prior. 53 wins and 4th seed compared to 65 wins and the #1 seed in 2018. Still face the same fate in the playoffs, though. Not able to overcome the Warriors.
And that one's good. Green.
Well, he is a volume three-point shooter, and when you look at Green, he's dangerous from that three-point line.
The drive by James. He gets that one.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Clark for 3. And Green with the basket on the assist by Clark.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Rondo dishes to Green. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Rockets on offense. It's a 16-point game. Shots good by McLemore.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. On the wing, Green jacks up a three. It's Clark with the rebound. And here are the Rockets now, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And the foul called on Danny Green. That will get him his fourth foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for two. No good on the free throw. 2 shots. And he ends up missing both free throws. Caruso, the pass to Dudley. And he's good on the three ball. And the Lakers lead by 16.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Anthony. Great win tonight. When you guys are rolling, what does your team look like?
Yeah, we just got to stay aggressive. And, we just did that in the second half. It started in the first quarter when we came out. Our offense was clicking, but most important, our defense was clicking. And then when you do that, it's hard to beat us.
Yeah, I know defense is what Coach wants to see the most of, and you guys did it tonight. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
For me, out of here with that. Treat my goals like